what's something that you saw, not necessarily today, but over the weekend, that you're thinking, why isn't this in our curriculum already? Why haven't we learned about this? So what's something you saw? We heard about the race riots in Wilmington from our own state. So what's something that you're like, we should be learning more about this? What you got, Gans?
Well, going into that museum, I thought everything I saw in there was just straight disgusting. Like, I was furious. But one of the things that I saw were the signs. You mentioned it, how they show us the signs like white only or like colored only. But there were some signs up there that were that were ridiculous. They were like heinous. And like, I know, we all know this, that a lot of people don't want to see those signs, but you're kind of sugarcoating real history, and we don't need that sugarcoated.
So, do you think that we should like shelter y'all from that kind of information? That like it's going to be too upsetting, so we shouldn't show it to you, or do you think that you guys are ready for that? And I mean, I know you're going to say yes, but I guess I'm saying, why do you think you are? Ari, what you got?
I think like at a certain age, like we shouldn't teach them that because like, I mean, some like us, of course, are ready to learn because our minds are developed enough and we're ready to understand and like unravel all of it. But kids are like in elementary school, so I don't think they're quite ready for the stuff that they saw today. Just because like they don't see like some kids like they don't see like color, they don't see racism or anything like that, so they're just not quite ready. But I'm like, when you go to middle school, so you should start learning things like this because you're going out into the world more and like you're being exposed to stuff. Just how the kids were about being locked up and getting life and sentenced to death and things like that.
So middle school and beyond, you feel like kids are ready for that, and they should be hearing it. All right, Abby, what you got?
I think just like the statistics about stuff, because like 1 in 3 like black women are gonna be like prison that were born in like the 21st century, and I was like, that's like insane. Just like and all the other statistics that like go along with it. Like I'd never like heard of before. I was like read just versus like.
So that's something that we should be teaching.
Yeah.
We should be getting that information from you. Ayana, what you got?
I felt like if we can learn about the Holocaust and everything that happened then, we can learn about this. This is our history, and Holocaust was not until we came and saved the day. So
And we've talked about this before. Like the Holocaust and what we teach about it is pretty horrible. Like, and somehow kids manage to hear that. Why do you think we're able to talk about the Holocaust and teach about the Holocaust, but not?
Because it's not our history. And we don't like to confront what we done.
We're not like able to outwardly own what we've done, even though like we do know we've done this. But as a country, I feel like a lot of people are still ashamed of it, and they're still trying to sweep it under the rug. Which I think this trip really literally opened all of our eyes for that. Like we can't sweep stuff like this under the rug. People have to know about it, whether you like it or not. Like, sorry, it happened. You did it. Like you have to own it up to it.
Being uncomfortable is not the worst thing in the world.
It's not.
And sometimes, if for somebody to learn something, you got to get a little uncomfortable. And I saw your hand flash. I want to hear from our international student. This is the perspective right here is going to be super interesting.
Because the Holocaust, like, that's kind of my history because Germany, I'm from the Netherlands. Like, we learned a lot about it. Like, when we're like, I think maybe 10, and they stepped it up like more and more and more.
So at age 10 or grade 10?
Age 10.
Age 10.
We don't do like the grades too.
No.
Like, so, and we learn about like, it was bad, that. And then like, you're getting older and they're gonna like, okay, before murder, they put people like, in like rooms with gas and like stuff. People are like, and like, I don't know, all those stuff. And here I heard people, oh, I never learned about it. I'm like, what the?
Right. I got you.
It's like, what? I was like, what? Why didn't you learn about your own history? I was so confused. And they were like, and then you learn about like other history. Like, I didn't really learn about American history. Like, I didn't even know. I knew about the slavery, but I didn't know it was like this heavy.
Right.
And you, like, y'all didn't even like.
Hey, that's so good.
You have been in North Carolina for a while if you're throwing a y'all out there. Go ahead.
Like, I get it, like, I didn't learn about it, but it's your history. It's like, whoa, this is like weird.
That we haven't learned about.
Yeah, and then like, now I'm here for the first time, I'm learning all this stuff, and like, this is all new for you too. And
it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of sad.
It's like,
It's as new for us as it is for you.
Yeah.
We know just as much as her. And
Yeah. And then it's like so weird because it's like really heavy, and I get it, like they don't teach it to people like in elementary school. Like I get that, but like, especially when she was saying like, they're too young, so they don't really get it. They're like, oh, this is sad, and then they probably don't really know. And here people are like, okay, this is like real serious.
But we have juniors and seniors that are, y'all are ready for this.
Yeah.
And we should have been talking about it already.
Yeah, that's for real.
Anna, what you got?
For me, while I was at the EJI and I was talking about like lynchings, it also mentioned like really briefly they did terrible stuff like Asian people in the West, and like we never learn about that either. Like of
Right.
course we learn about segregation. I'm not saying the way we learn about it is good. We don't learn that much about it, but we don't even hear about like how other races have been treated in our country.
Like, have you all ever heard about the Zoot Suit riots that happened in Los Angeles with the Latino community?
Because
So-
Wasdale's my teacher.
Now,
Yeah.
so you're lucky enough to have
Thanks, Waz.
our cameraman, who is a great teacher, making sure you're learning this stuff. So, all right, quick on this one, then I want to jump to your tour moment question. So be thinking about your tour moment. What you got?
Way back to what Yancy was saying about like being uncomfortable and like the like really terrible things we saw. I like came across this like graphic thing at the Legacy Museum, and it was literal pictures of lynchings, and I've never ever seen something so terrible. Like it was just insane. Like the way it was like blurred out. Like you had to click like, okay, I can see this, and like it was just really brutal. And I guess like we're kind of told to stay away from that, like to avoid it. But I think that's something like we need to be seeing in our textbooks. Like that's the ugly truth that we have to like see, so we can commit to like facing the injustice and like ending it.
You all agree with that? So tour moment. Who's got a tour moment? Holy cow, we got some people.
Yeah, can we just go around?
Everybody get a turn.
Yeah, but holy cow, we'll be. All right, if
We're
we
gonna
do,
lose storage.
but I want this. All right, let's do it.
Everybody get
So,
a turn.
you know what? Here's what we do. We're doing it in the moment. What was the site, the place, or the person, or the fact? Like a one. What was the tour moment?
Actually hearing him say like the only way to change something is like he's going to teach his kids like politics and actually being in the chair, and how most black people, we don't see too many black people in office and things of that nature. Most people, and that's one way you could bring like change. Like everybody talks about they want to be a basketball player and things of that nature, but like you don't really hear kids talking about they want to be like a politician.
My memorable moment was going to the Legacy Museum and having to pick up each phone for the cell people and hearing everyone's story. Like literally, it was so bad for me, because every time I picked up a phone, I'm like, oh no, what's the next story? And hearing each story really like impacted me in so many different ways. It's like I have to be so thankful to God and like be like I'm so blessed to be here and like not have to go through that, and just learning from their experiences just like really opened my eyes.
My moment was kind of the same. It was the same moment, but there was this one guy on the phone who was like, "What would you do if this would happen? What would you do?" What like, just asking those questions like, "What would you do?" If people said like,
And you were innocent.
yeah, like you were innocent, and you were just like, "Oh, we're like, I don't care. We're gonna win. We're gonna have white people, white this, white that, blah blah." Like, what would you do? And I was like, dang, like.
You go,
I
what
don't
would
know.
I do?
Yeah.
When you have to face that question.
Yeah.
It's tough. What you got?
Mine was definitely Dexter Ave, and just going in there and just wanted to like hugging all of us, and I don't think I've ever felt so welcome and so loved. Like I even said that to her. You can just tell that she loved every one of us, and she didn't even know all of us. But just also like the feeling in there and the energy in there, because it was Dr. King's church. Like it's just such a cool place and something I'll never forget.
For me, it would probably be like the realization of how like slavery has transformed our legal and justice and prison system here, and how like prison can be seen as a modern day type of slavery. That was just insane. Like I kind of had an idea after reading Just Mercy, but after the Legacy Museum, kind of seeing the transition of like the slavery, like just how it was in slave times, to the civil rights era, to like today, and how 1 in 3 people can be arrested. It was just crazy.
My moment was probably when we were at the lynching memorial, and there was that family of slave statues, and there's a little black kid who was looking at it, and it kind of hit me, and I was thinking, this is like the one, like, I mean, I know he's young, but like, this is the one kid who's looking at that, and like, he knows slavery's there, and like, it exists, but there's other kids that don't know, and like, it just scared me, because like,